Okay, picture this. You've got these amazing turquoise waters, white sand beaches, maybe luxury villas dotted across these green hills. That's Phuket, right? Thailand's famous island paradise. It's known everywhere for just stunning beauty and, that lifestyle most of us only really dream about.
Absolutely. It's got that global reputation.
But, even in paradise, things can get complicated beneath the surface. Like imagine living in Phuket your whole life and then suddenly seeing your community just change so fast. Because, yeah, under all that shine, Phuket's real estate market is, well, it's booming like crazy.
An unprecedented boom, really.
Exactly. And this surge, it comes with a twist that's, let's say, surprising and maybe a bit concerning. So let's unpack this a bit. Our deep dive today, it's really centered around this one article called Phuket's Property Boom, a haven for money laundering. It just jumped out at us asking some, really critical questions for right now.
Yeah, and it's really important to know where this article is coming from, right, to understand its perspective. It's from the blog of Ocean Worldwide.
Ocean Worldwide.
Yeah.
Right.
They're a luxury real estate agency, and they've actually been based right there in Phuket since 2004, so a long time.
Okay, so they know the area well.
Definitely. Their director, Sandra O'Neill, she's apparently helped, thousands of families and investors navigate this market over the years, and they focus specifically on that high-end luxury residential stuff.
In Phuket and Phuk.
Phuket and Koh Samui, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can imagine they have a pretty intimate sort of ground-level view of what's been happening in this luxury market.
Gotcha. So our mission today is to really dive deep into this article. We want to understand the powerful forces driving this Phuket real estate boom, and critically, explore these pretty serious concerns that authorities are apparently raising about potential money laundering wrapped up in all this market activity.
Yeah, it's a complex picture.
Okay, so let's get into the hard numbers, the things that really caught our eye. The article kicks off pointing to this really striking trend, a 15 to 20% increase in Phuket's real estate prices.
Just in recent years, too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Well, we're talking top-tier international schools, really good transport infrastructure, a deep-sea port, which is huge, right? It can handle these big luxury yachts.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a big draw for that crowd.
Definitely. High-end mooring options, and even things like world-class golf courses. So it's really like a complete package designed for that high-end global lifestyle.
Okay, that makes sense. And with that kind of demand and that infrastructure, well, land prices must be going nuts too, right? Does the article give us a feel for how much those values have, escalated?
It gives some really striking figures, yeah. So land in some areas, it's apparently jumped from maybe 3 million baht per ray.
And ray is, what, about 1,600 square meters?
Yeah.
Just for context.
Exactly, yeah. So from 3 million baht per ray up to about 9 million.
Wow, tripled.
Yeah. And then if you look at beachfront land, you're talking around 40 million baht per ray now.
40 million.
And then the prime spots, like, say, Patong, a single ray there can apparently fetch about 120 million baht.
Whoa, okay, so these increases are, island-wide and just staggering value appreciation.
Staggering, yeah.
That kind of, exponential increase.
Yeah.
It's fantastic if you're an investor, obviously. But it does make you wonder, what's the other side of this? For the people who, actually live and work in Phuket year-round, what's the impact on local residents?
Exactly. And if we kind of connect this to the bigger picture, this real estate boom, it has a very direct, very significant impact on, ordinary Thai citizens.
Oh, so?
The rapid price increases have basically made homes in Phuket, they're fast becoming unaffordable for many local residents.
Right.
This whole situation is really exacerbating the housing affordability issue right across the island. It's just getting harder and harder for the local population to find, let alone buy, homes in their own community.
That's a tough dynamic.
And what's really insightful here, going back to the buyers, is the sheer dominance of one particular group.
The Russians you mentioned.
Yeah. The article cites Nata Kahapana. She's the managing director of Knight Frank Thailand.
Okay.
And she stated that Russian buyers have, truly reshaped the market. They've snapped up somewhere between 40 to 60% of properties on sale recently.
40 to 60%. Wow, that's huge compared to before, right?
Massive leap. Yeah, their previous share was apparently just 10 to 15% before the war.
Okay.
So this huge surge in Russian demand, it's directly linked, according to the article, to that 15-20% price jump we were talking about.
So it's not just a general rising tide, but a real concentration of buying power from one group significantly pushing things up.
Precisely.
And Prakapa Michusen, who's head of Phuket real estate trading at CBRE Thailand, she also mentioned, didn't she, the sort of sustained growth in villas and condos after COVID. So for luxury projects doing really well.
Yeah, she highlighted that too. Luxury has performed exceptionally well.
So are these buyers mostly looking for like a vacation home, or is there something else driving these purchases?
Well, this is quite telling, actually. The article specifies the motivations. A significant majority, 79% of buyers?
79.
Yeah, 79% are acquiring properties specifically for rental income.
So investment.
Clearly indicates an investment purpose, right? This isn't primarily about having a holiday spot. It's a clear investment play. And, that changes the whole dynamic of the market.
Right. And the other 21%.
The remaining 21% are buying for personal use. So either as that vacation home or maybe a second residence. But that heavy skew towards investment, well, that just adds more fuel to the market's rapid climb.
Okay. So you've got all this money pouring in, properties changing hands super fast, prices soaring. The natural question is,
Yeah.
Are the authorities paying attention?
You'd expect them to be.
Yeah. And it seems they are. The article mentions the Department of Special Investigation, the DSI. They've definitely taken note and are raising some, pretty crucial concerns amidst all this activity. And just to be clear for everyone listening, we're impartially reporting what the source article outlines regarding these concerns. We're not endorsing any specific viewpoints ourselves here.
Absolutely. And the DSI, according to the article, has methodically listed several types of criminal activities they suspect foreigners might be using property in Phuket to cover up.
Okay, like what specifically?
Well, things like falsely inflating property prices, making them look higher than they are, also potentially avoiding taxes back in their home countries.
Right.
And using properties as like fronts for criminal syndicates. They're also worried about funds being shifted from illegal sources, for money laundering purposes.
Okay, that's quite a list already.
Yeah, and there's more. The DSI apparently also suspects properties are being used for clandestine gatherings of foreign criminals, people who often just disguise themselves as ordinary tourists.
Wow, right.
And one more concerns about sort of covertly integrating digital currencies within the framework of existing currency exchange businesses operating on the island.
So using crypto potentially to obscure things further, that's quite a range of concerns from the DSI.
It really is. It paints a complex picture alongside the boom.
So let's try and pull this together. What does this all mean? On one hand, you've got Phuket's luxury real estate market just absolutely thriving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Driven in large part by foreign investment, especially as we heard from affluent Russians.
Mm-hmm. The economic upside is clear.
But then you have this really stark contrast, these serious allegations of money laundering being investigated by the DSI, and also that very real kind of growing affordability crisis for local Thai residents who are just getting priced out of their own communities.
Yeah, it really highlights a crucial point, doesn't it? That what might look like pure economic growth on the surface, well, it can have these deeply complex, really far-reaching societal and legal implications.
The things that demand really close attention.
Exactly. It's never just about the numbers, is it? It's always about the broader ecosystem, the communities involved, all of that.
Indeed. It really leaves you with a lot to think about,
Yeah.
how these huge flows of global capital, well, yeah, they bring prosperity to some.
Definitely to some.
They can fundamentally reshape local places, local economies in ways that, well, aren't always beneficial or equitable for everyone involved.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what responsibility do people buying property or the developers building it or even governments?
Right.
What responsibility do they have in navigating these really complex booms, to try and ensure a more balanced future?
That's the big question, isn't it? Finding that balance.
Yeah.